Hello friend, I am Dr. P.G. Chauhan, Assistant Professor, Sri Shivaji Law College, Parbhani. This is the second video on the public corporation. The classification of public corporation are the commercial corporation, where we can take the example as Air India, Indian Airlines, State Trading Corporation, etc. Next one is financial corporation. Example as a life insurance corporation, Reserve Bank of India, State Bank of India, Industrial Finance Corporation. Welfare Activities Corporation. So in this we will take the example as the Employee State Insurance Corporation, Housing Board. Next one is Commodities Control Corporation. Example the Tea Board, Rubber Board, ONGC, Food Corporation of India. Next one is Developmental Corporation. So here we can take the example as Damodar Valley Corporation, Natural Research Development Corporation Limited, etc. Classification of public corporation. Now we will see on the base of structures. They are in the three forms. They are the government departmental undertaking, public corporation, and government company. Now what do you mean by the government department undertaking? So this undertaking which is completely owned and controlled by the government. The minister is its head, and this category of public undertaking includes railways, post, telegraph, telephone, radio and television. Second classification, it is in the form of public corporation. It is a body created by or under the statute and entrusted with the various functions of public importance and owned or controlled by the state. They created through an act made by the parliament. Public corporation include Life Insurance Corporation of India, Damodar Valley Corporation, etc. The third classification is government company. So the government company is defined under section 2, subsection 45 of the Companies Act 2013. It means any company in which not less than 51% of the paid up share capital is held by the central government or the state. The state government or the partly by the central government and partly by one or more state governments, and includes a company which is subsidiary of a government company, so which required to be registered under the Companies Act 2013. It is a non-statutory public undertaking. Here I will refer the example as Hindustan Steel Limited or Steel Authority of India, etc. Now we will see the features of government department undertaking. They are under complete control of one of the minister of the government. They have no separate entity, no board of director, as it is managed by the government only. Its staffs are the civil servants and is liable for the contract and tort to the extent laid down under Article 299 and 300 respectively. Finance from annual budget of the government. Here I will refer the example as bullet train budget, etc. Employees are recruited, their salaries are paid, and they are also compensated as per the rules of civil servant. they can be sued in the same manner as one can file against the government. Now we will see the merit of the government department undertaking. So they are easily formed, they are effectively controlled because it is a government company. Even this company is accountable to the government. There is a public confidence over the government department because here they provided the services as to give the jobs in the railways and postal service, and that jobs are secure job. Public revenue is also collected with the help of the railway and postal collection, and this revenue is deposited in the government treasury account. Even this government department undertaking, secrecy is maintained because all laws are prepared by the government, so they very well know that what things public should know and what not. So as to maintain the secrecy, even defense related activity have to be keep in the secrecy to maintain the nationality of India. As like a merit, there are the demerits of the government departmental undertaking, as they have the inflexibility, lack of initiative, they are completely under the control of the government, so they cannot miss the workers, or they cannot work according to them. They have to work under the direction of the government. For any action there is a delay because there is a political interference. There is lack of motivation as work have to be done according to the order. No application of mind as it is required or it is done in the private sector. Lack of finance. Though we know that their money is available in the government department undertaking, but you cannot use that money as you wish for the development. So there you can't apply your own mind because you have to work according to the direction given by the government. Now the second, we will see the statutory corporation or the public corporation. So what are the features? They are created by the parliaments. They are completely under the control of government. Powers, objectives, limitation are decided by act. They are managed by the board of director nominated by the government. Has its own rules and regulation. They enjoy administration autonomy. They have to submit its annual report of working, but they have the separate legal entity if any case is sued against them. So the government will not be responsible, they themselves will be responsible. For example, SBI or Indian Airlines, so the SBI only will be responsible, government will not be. Merit of the public corporation. So they have the efficient staff, they are having administrative autonomy, quick decision they can take. Why? Because there is no interference of the government. Professional management is there because it is managed by the board of director. No government interference. There is a service motive because main motive is to provide the services than to earn the profit. Even there are demerits in the public corporation. There is lack of initiative. Wherever there is a service motive, there is a less initiative. Why you are working? Because you are getting the salary in any public corporation. if you do more or some different work, so you will not get a extra money as you get in the private company. Though I told you that there is administrative autonomy, but actually in reality autonomy is only on a paper. Why? Because rules and regulations, they are prepared by the statute, and according to statute they have to work. As it is said that rules and regulation and administration is of corporation, but it will run and control by the government. It is interference of the government in all this structure because board of directors are appointed by the government. Structure of public corporation is rigid structure, and we can say that this public corporation have private structure, but actually they have the government power. So they cannot work according to themselves. They have to work under the control of the government. So these are the demerits of the public corporation. Now we will see the government companies. Government companies means any company in which at least 51% of the paid up share capital is held by the central or state government. Whatever the capital, so that capital is paid by the government. They are governed and ruled by the provision of Company Act like any other registered company. We can take the example as the Steel Authority of India. Now we will see the features of government company. They are registered under the Company Act 2013. They have the separate legal entity. They are completely or partially owned by the government. They are managed by board of directors. They have the financial autonomy. They have efficient staff in the government company. There is ministerial control over the government company. Even they are accountable to the ministry or concerned department. Now we will see the merit of the government company. As it is a government company, name itself it indicates that they have the administrative autonomy, they have the efficient staff, there is a greater flexibility, collaboration is there. Now we will see the demerits of the government company. As usual, though it is said that there is administrative autonomy, but autonomy is only on the paper. Board of the company is packed up with the government representative. Why? Because there is a more political interference in the government company. Thank you.